Hey guys, this is Primeval, and welcome back to part 10 of my Deity playthrough as China using Fruit Strike's NQMod. I think he just released version 6 of the mod, which introduces a few more changes, a bunch of soft nerfs to a lot of these social policies, recognizing that these other trees are extremely powerful now. Now, there was an excellent comment from MDG Programmer over on YouTube about why I didn't make peace with Russia before they took Chengdu. And actually, that thought occurred to me at the end of the last episode, but we had already clicked through, and I don't really do the save reloading for these live streams. Now, Russia would likely have taken a white peace. Whenever the AI offers you a peace deal, even if it's extremely lopsided like we saw last time where they wanted us to give them all of our cities, they will almost always take a straight up white peace. So we could have probably saved Chengdu here if I had remembered to do that. So there wasn't a good reason as to why I didn't try to make peace there. And I really should have. But we are now short what was a really nice city. That's okay though. We'll survive. Alright, we do have a policy we can grab here. What were we doing? Going down commerce. Yes, and a recap. We do have India trying to make trouble for us here. I don't know if they're headed towards Nanjing or if they're maybe going towards the capital and they're just passing by. But I'll definitely want to buy probably a Gatling gun in Nanjing and possibly a castle. In which case, grabbing Mercenary Army, which is going to get me the 25% reduction to gold costs in city purchasing, probably will pay off that much faster. So let's have a look at that. If I want to buy a castle, that's 530. If I want to buy a Gatling gun, that's 540. If I went and grabbed Mercenary Army, which I will do, we go from 540 down to 410. So some substantial savings there. Let's buy that Gatling gun. Don't know if I need the castle. Buying the castle will up my city's combat strength, which should also upgrade its range attacks. So may as well do that too. We've got plenty of gold. The other thing I might want to use gold for is buying up these city-states. You'll have nice benefits across the board. Not only that, but they'll make trouble for any of our enemies. The main thing, though, is I think we'll go for the diplomatic victory. That seems like the easiest to go for, especially since we get all of these extra delegates. One additional delegate per era, and 2 delegates. Well, that'll definitely be helpful. Plus, we have the Forbidden Palace. So I think the diplomatic victory is going to be easiest here, which means that all we need to do is survive. So we can go and make peace with Russia, and then go and deal with India. But before we do that, let's go and see about maybe capturing a frigate and dealing some more damage to these units. Alright, no capture there, and we've already used our combat action, so we can't kill that general. Now let's see what else Russia's got going on. Alright, frigate general. Let's just park here for now. And we will go and make peace. Now as for these workers, if we are going to go make peace, then we can go and put in a bunch of improvements around Guangzhou, Hangzhou. I'm sorry. But yes, and we have to choose our ideology, and then we'll go and make peace with Russia. So, as for, well, before we choose our ideology, in case that weighs into their diplomatic relations with us, let's go and make peace first. I don't think there's anything else that I want to do with Russia. Alright, so negotiate peace. Just a white peace. They're not going to give us anything. So yeah, all of our city-states are now at peace. They're friendly with us. I suppose we may as well swap embassies while we're happy. And do we have more intel on their capital? Moscow has some oil adjacent and hooked up using a academy. Alright, so ideology time. The strongest tourism civs are following freedom. If we don't want to face a bunch of unhappiness, we could just go and open freedom. I'm not really too interested in the tenants in freedom. Then again, given how strong all of the normal social policies are, I don't think I'm too interested in any of the ideological tenets in order or freedom or autocracy. I think I'd rather just fill out these exciting new trees here. So, if we could afford to take the happiness hit, but we don't need to. I'll just go with the flow and grab freedom. So freedom with Germany and India. We're at war with India, but that war won't go on forever. It'll be beneficial to have a positive diplomatic bona fide with India if the goal is to survive with some healthy trade and get ourselves up to the Diplo win. So yeah, I think I'm liking that. We're now a freedom civ. Let's deal some damage to that cannon so that Nanjing doesn't take too much damage. Chengdu was captured and made peace with Russia. We should have made peace with Russia before Chengdu was captured. We had the time to do that, and they almost certainly would have taken that deal. So something to consider if you get into a similar situation. And Omrus just gave us a great merchant. Alright, do I want to perform a trade mission? I believe some of this trade mission stuff was modified. We earn great merchants faster. The finisher gold from great merchant trade missions is doubled. Let's just go and settle a customs house. Drop that over there. And as for this worker, we've made peace with Russia. Let's get a lumber mill going. These guys, I can put up a mine there. This guy, we need to reposition our Mohawk warriors, and we can go put up a farm on some of these unimproved tiles. Looks like we've improved all the tiles within our borders here. We can chop this forest. And now for Nanjing. Let's see, work on an arsenal or pump out some units. Maybe grab a barracks and then we'll work on pumping a few units. Alright, that looks fine. And tech-wise, where are we going? Over to flight. That'll be important. If we get to flight before India, we can maybe deal some damage. If they get to flight around the same time or before us, then we'll probably want the air defense. So yeah, flight, definitely want to prioritize that. And then we'll probably, if we want to get aggressive with India, want dynamite. Railroads would be super useful. We've got all those cities that will be nice to get the nice rail connection, production enhancer. And then I've heard a lot of good things about land ships and how powerful they are in the mod, so we'll probably go over there and try to play with that. And I think in version 6 of the mod, land ships were nerfed slightly, so that further speaks to how powerful they are in the current version, or I guess now the deprecated version, but the version that we're playing with currently. Alright, so we almost lost one of our Mohawk warriors. That's fine, they're just sort of getting in the way. They're a little antiquated. Russia's denouncing us very well. We haven't taken any damage on the city. Germany, who is another freedom civ, wants us to go to war with Denmark. I don't want to go to war, especially since I have all of those naval trade routes, which are being very profitable for me. So we'll try to avoid any wars, and we do want to swing our navy over to protect these trade routes. Yes, let's definitely do that. We can leave these guys to heal up, sure, but these guys need to reposition themselves over to India as soon as possible. Meanwhile, I guess we'll pull this guy back to our borders. Construct a lumber mill. Peace with Russia, we can reposition everyone here. Let's drop in over here. That might be a little dangerous, actually. Bring the Great General to the party. And we can leave this guy to heal where he is. Get that mine going. Worker over. Fortify these guys, form a wall, and in Shan. Do I want a castle or a unit? Let's go and work on a Gatling gun. 6 turns. Keep on dealing damage to these cannons. Gatling gun. Got ourselves another great scientist. We have excess citrus, so I could settle on the citrus. The academy. Lose 1 food and 1 gold, plus 10 science. Alright, drop the academy there. Magic, yes, India did declare war, and they have a sizable army on our borders. Now, Beijing finished the Gatling gun. We're probably going to want a couple more. A Gatling gun, and then maybe a little more navy. But definitely the Gatling gun for now. Barracks is done in Nanjing. Do I want to grab an armory 4 turns, or do we want to work on a Gatling gun right now? Let's grab maybe a cannon. We'll grab a cannon out of the city. The cannon can take a few shots at distance. This Gatling gun will take barrage and run over to our new front lines. We constructed a custom house that's plus 8 gold on the tile. Let's go and work that. Lock that tile down. Let's lock another food tile. Keep this guy growing. Slower factories, fine, I suppose. Got plenty of happiness, so I'd rather have the new citizens. Finish off that trading post. Wellington desires a trade route. Don't think we're within range to do anything about that. Great person, and Shanghai has grown. This deal is faded. How about 6 gold per turn? Or 5 gold per turn. Alright, better than nothing. We lost one of those Mohawk warriors. Russia's not happy about our proposal. What was that proposal? Was it the embargo on Russia, which I understand why they would not be too happy with? Okay, so India's got a whole bunch of units here. We can definitely swap embassies with Bismarck, and I wonder if they would pay us 1 gold per turn to vote for historical landmarks, which I would do anyways, and a little more for the World's Fair. I wonder if they value that a little higher. Let's see, 5 gold per turn. What would make this deal work? Ooh, 10 gold per turn. How about 12 gold per turn? Cool. Did I read that correctly? Was that lump sum gold or gold per turn? Because 12 free gold per turn for voting for something that I don't really care about. It's a good deal. Alright, let's see. Herald. Accept embassies. But what about the gold deal? Wait, who was I talking to? Was it Gandhi? Was it Bismarck? Am I looking? Oh, completed deals. Current deals, Herald, Bismarck. Oh yeah, 12 gold per turn for voting for the World's Fair. Sweet. And we've got a tech steal. The only tech we can steal is electricity. So free techs are Very welcome. Upgrade. Veterancy. Bluetooth is planning to attack Germany. And Caesar. Wow. Alright, well, Harold is pretty bloodthirsty right now. We've discovered steam power. We've discovered aluminum, which we already have hooked up with a mine, and we're getting tons of aluminum from our city-state allies. We'll damage that cannon. There's another Gatling gun done. We've got ourselves a new Great General. One of our trade routes has been plundered. Our navy did not reposition itself in time to prevent that. Deal some damage there. Cape Town desires gems. Enemy units. And alright, so let's go and deal with India. Some damage there. Some damage here. Walk forward. Would I rather attack the cannon? Yeah, why not? And let's finish off that cannon. Alright, that all looks good. I suppose I could have brought the Great General in to join that party. Give him some backup with this Gatling gun. Getting closer to protect Nanjing and be in the rough terrain for the defensive bonus for that forest. I suppose a mine is fine. Fortify the Great General and over to protect our remaining trade routes. In fact, do I need another Gatling gun right now, or would I rather replace that pillaged cargo ship? Let's get that cargo ship back online. And this worker, we are headed over towards railroads, so we'll just have him stand by for that. Hang it over here. And this worker probably should retreat for his own health. What policies did we take? We went Liberty. Full Liberty is complete, full patronage is complete, and we're one step into commerce. Alright. So, open borders with Germany is fine. If they want to pay us for that instead, that's also acceptable. 1 gold per turn. Alright, we can do that. And we'll go. I suppose we should finish that cannon off. Deal damage to this guy. Do I want to stalemate into one of these units? We could just heal up instead and send this Gatling gun around to, well, deal damage here. I'm surprised India hasn't come in with their units. Budapest is making trouble for those guys. Or maybe they are in retreat mode. Right, so if we wanted to deal damage then, this guy can walk around here, that uses up all of his movement. Alright, let's swap positions. We may as well keep the Mohawk around, he's been fairly useful so far. He can heal up and then block the jungle tile to his leisure. We'll move the Great General into the city for added safety. Finish the Gatling gun here, grab barrage. And take this hill. Alright, cargo ship done. Our highest gold option would be Munich or Vancouver. We don't have ships in position to actually defend that route. But if the cargo ships move 2 spaces at a time, our frigates could get in there for defense. I can risk it. I would rather the bonuses from city-state trade. So let's get forward. While we're covered by Vatican City and Budapest, we're safe. So let's get going there. And what's this guy want? Oh yeah, he retreated to escape from the Indian Knights. Let's just have him sleep in Shan. If we can get some defensive units in here, then we can finish that training post. But until then, we'll just have him hang out, fortify here. And choose production. Another Gatling gun. Or cannons. We are working our way over to artillery. So let's build one more Gatling gun and then we'll switch over to cannon production. Eventually upgrading those guys to artillery. Alright, so this city could build a stock exchange, could build a public school, or could start working on pumping out units. So grab a barracks, and then perhaps this city will churn our navy. Yeah, that seems reasonable. And these guys are as healed as they need to be. We'll go and bring them over towards the Indian cities as well. Grumpy Pulled Man, welcome to the stream. Magic agrees that patronage is very strong in this version, and especially with the World Congress votes, and they were nerfed in the most recent version of the NQMod. Yes, let's work together with Germany, our fellow comrade in freedom. Oh, okay, so it looks like the cargo ship is about to get pillaged. Let's see. Aw, it just got pillaged. Alright, well, that was kind of pointless. Can I get in here in time to actually deal damage? No. Alright, well, that was a little embarrassing. The cargo ship moves faster than 2 hexes at a time. I was thinking of the caravan. But only 1 turn of production wasted. We can go work on another cargo ship. Maybe even an ironclad. Let's slide an ironclad up in front of that, and then we'll go for the cargo ship. Hey, Jacob23, welcome back to the stream. And workers, yes, please finish what you're doing. I guess we've improved. Oh, we can go and hook up this oil. That would be fine, and this guy can just hang out until we have railroads. We'll fortify, heal these cannons, and may as well protect some rough terrain. We haven't had much trouble dealing with Gandhi's army here. Push forward. To here, perhaps. Ooh, and we got 2 Gatling guns from one of our city-state allies. Vancouver 6 Great Artists, lost oil from Vancouver, new units from Budapest, 2 Gatling guns, and Vatican City allows for culture. Alright, so factory done. What do we want in this city? We've got a decent gold per turn. We could toss up a stock exchange. If we want to keep growing here, we are at half food progress. Let's toss up a aqueduct and maybe switch ourselves over to some higher food once we're done the aqueduct. Gatling gun done. Let's move, give this guy barrage, move him into the city, up the combat strength, deal damage there, and then go into the rough terrain, defend ourselves against that rifle. And we may as well make a nice defensive line of Gatling guns. We can toss up a farm, sure. Go for the farm. This guy is healed up. Is his help required at the Indian front? Sure, we can go and deal some damage to that cannon. Meanwhile, this guy will fortify until healed. This worker here will line up for the future railway line. Shan has grown. Working a farm, that's good to see. Let's lock that down. And Harold is denouncing this. They'll pay in time. And magic, yes, we do have the Forbidden Palace, so that puts us in that much of a better position to go for a diplomatic win. Now, at least, I think I did. Alright, so, tech-wise, we're only 2 techs behind Germany, 3 techs behind India, and Denmark, and Rome. So we're actually doing pretty good in that department. Got ourselves a great musician. Go look over at Beijing. Wait. I could have sworn I built the Forbidden... Oh yeah, there it is. There's the Forbidden Palace. Alright, what do we want here? Cannon done. We'll keep on going. Well, let's build out an armory. And over in Tianjin, we'll build out an armory here too. Promote a unit. Gatling gun. Done. Over to the front lines with you. This guy. Barrage. Set up. Bombard. And would I rather kill... Well, we do have the city's range attack. Let's take out the riflemen. And we can push forward with our line here. Sure, that looks good. May as well take the rough terrain. And this Shokanu can run over to here. Alright, this guy's going to sleep and wait for railway tech. And we'll get to work on the well here. And I think we're safe to set up the trading post now. We'll get these guys over on the future railway line. Have them sleep there. And a musician. We don't have any place to actually put those music, great works of music, I believe. Yes, that's right. So if I wanted to do something with this guy, we'd probably have to build out those buildings, and maybe we will. In some ways, it's a waste of production. We definitely want the stock exchange. Let's actually slide that out in front of the cargo ship. And work on... Ooh, we definitely need to get in here to defend our cargo ships. Well, full damage to that frigate. We're going to need the rest of our navy in here as soon as possible. And hope that Budapest and Vatican City will work together nicely to deal with the Indian Navy. Cape Town has declared war on Harold. We do have enough gold to maybe toss at one of these city-states. 32 versus Wellington. Wellington is close to the border with India. We could go and convert them. They are starting to take some damage though. Only allied with Russia. How about Riga? Alright, let's convert Riga, or ally with Riga, that is. Give a gift. We don't have quite enough of that. Alright, let's go and convert Wellington. And we're looking good. Okay, so Gandhi wants peace. He wants all of our cities, but it does mean that he's willing to take a white peace as well. I think, well, he does have a few aircraft up and running, which is a little scarier. If it ever looks like he's going to have the upper hand, we can go and take peace. But I have been working on turning on military. We are at or close to tech parity. So I might be able to make some stuff happen. So I don't know if I'm in a rush to take peace with India right now. We'll pull this guy back. Maybe replace him. Bombard there. Advance on the rough terrain. And deal damage here. Fortify. Alright, so an ironclad, we'll have this guy help deal with India's navy. And we lost another cargo ship, unfortunately. So I do want to build those guys back out. Should I build them both out of the capital? How long will it take from this city? Alright, let's work on a cargo ship in Tianjin. I don't need a larger navy right now, I don't think. The cannon, stay on alert. We've got another Gatling gun. Suppose we can keep on going with this wall of Gatling guns. And Shan, we're not feeling the pressure anymore. So let's go and work on a stock exchange here. And some of our other cities should go and work on an air force. Maybe Beijing. Let's get at least one triplane on here for air defense. Yeah, and maybe I'll purchase, well, I spent all my gold on that city-state, but we'll probably want to purchase a triplane as well. Spy has been recruited. Oh, these guys definitely need to move. They should have moved a while ago. Let's go and have a look at some of these Indian cities. Well, the more experienced guy should have a look at the tech leader, which is Russia. Maybe we'll move him to Rostov, perhaps. Move this guy to counter espionage, and then we can see about spying on, yeah, India. India sounds good. What's the largest Indian city? They probably have a spy and counter espionage. This guy does not have good textile percentage. Alright, we'll try the Indian capital. And we're good. Bismarck is plotting against me. I am not inclined to believe that. We don't really have shared borders, we're both following freedom. Harold is a threat to stability. I want to play peaceful and have all of that money coming in from my cargo ships. Alright, let's see if we can get a free frigate out of the deal. Decisive victory, yes, excellent. Move this ironclad forward. And we can go and take a shot at this worker. And I suppose we can let this frigate heal up. Magic, yes. Herald denouncing me and then telling me a little intrigue seems a little less than believable. Alright, let's take all of the rough terrain at our border. And damage. Fortify heal. Fortify. Fortify. Ooh. Logistics. We can grab range. Although the aircraft here aren't going to be pretty. I think they killed the Gatling gun that this great general was hiding under. Alright, well, let's move him under this Gatling gun then. How much is a triplane going to cost us? 540. We can buy one over in Nanjing a couple turns from now. Let's grab Barrage. And we'll swing over here. Put up another farm. We finished the aqueduct, so we want to go and work at some of these farms now. Get some more growth in. And we'll work on an armory and then we'll pump units. Gatling gun done. Does this city want an aqueduct too? No. We have our armory. Let's go work on that triplane. Coal from Bratislava. Omerus desires cotton. And Gandhi does have 3 Great War Bombers, a Great War Bomber, and a triplane. I suppose we could make peace. It's going to be a while off before we can actually push on India. I don't know. We'll take input from the chat. Do you think I should stay at war with India, despite the fact that they are picking off a unit per turn with a fleet of Great War Bombers? We are going to have an anti-air of our own soon. We're working on triplanes at the moment. We're going to have artillery in 3 turns, and so we can actually start to push on some of these Indian cities. But if we were at peace, then all of our trade vessels would be safe to go out there. Magic wants to know if we can sell our strategic resources to anyone. We could definitely try for that, I guess. Germany is the only one we're friends with, so let's see. Does he want some aluminum? He does indeed want aluminum. So how much are strategic resources going for on quick speed again? I think it's 45, but I can check that. 75 for 2. Alright, so 150 for 4. And are you interested in horses? He loves horses. Alright, so go for another 150. Actually, I think, well, that's fine. Now for gold per turn. Solvents. 6 for 9, is that a thing? Alright, so Germany loves horses. I'm fine, since we don't have shared borders. If they want to churn out a whole bunch of cavalry to make trouble for their neighbors. Let's see, how many horses do I have here? 6 for 9. Maybe a few too many. How about 4 for 6? Alright, forget about that. How about some aluminum? Alright, so... oh, they killed my ranged Shokanu. Alas. Alright, so we've got 1 vote for peace, but PUNDX7 is worried that India, if we did make peace, would try to steal our city-states. And that's definitely something to consider. Magic and Vertical are going for peace. It looks like a stalemate right now, so it might be better if we waited until we had a stronger army. The thing about that is declaring war does lower your diplomatic standing, and if I want to stay at peace with a lot of the other civs, I'd rather not be the aggressor. But it is true that we really shouldn't be losing a unit per turn. So let's just go make a bunch of kills, gain a bunch of experience, and then make peace. Alright, so let's see. We'll keep on firing here. And then we'll take peace. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. Alright, Gandhi. How about peace? And we've swapped embassies in the past. I am curious to see some more recent intel as to what's happening around your capital. So let's swap embassies. A quarry. The city is nice and large. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so if war isn't an urgent situation, let's delay that triplane, get the stock exchange online. We can finish this stuff out. Maybe Nanjing would rather have a stock exchange than an armory for now. But we will want an armory eventually. We will need some units. Stock exchange here as well. And what else do we want to switch over from military? Maybe a public school. And stock exchange. And over in Shanghai, we finished our factory. Let's get to work on that stock exchange. Friends with Lasha, discovered military science. Peace with Gandhi. Lasha. 120 influence. 32 influence. We could go and convert Cape Town to our side. Well, these units, who are we more worried about? Russia or India? Russia could come back to cause some trouble for us. Let's go and take the Citadel. We'll divert some of our army over to protect Hangzhou. And I guess we'll move the Mohawk warrior forward. We can fortify where we are here, just keep an eye on things. And I suppose while we're here, we can explore with our ironclad. Now free to send this guy out. Highest gold would be trading with Budapest. Keep that going. And we're good.
मेरे दोस्त, क्या इस इंतजाम में आपकी दिलचस्पी?
Okay. So India now wants to be friends with us. I suppose that's okay too. If we want to go aggressive with someone, we could turn around and go for Russia. The downside there is that Russia's the tech leader, so they would have some scary units that would be tech heroes ahead of us. But that's fine. If we want to play peacefully, fine. Let's work together. And then if we do want to go to war, we can go to war with Russia. All the freedom civs can stick together. Alright, but what are we going to do with our navy here? I suppose these guys can all hang out in Vancouver. to heal up, and then we'll do some exploring. We're not at war with anyone at the moment. But I will go and I believe Gandhi when he says that he wants to be friends. So let's go and reposition our army over towards the Russian front. And we're getting ever closer to railways. Alright, cargo ship. We can continue our trade with city-states. Vatican City or Vancouver. Which of these cities needs more influence? At Vancouver, we've got 155 versus Vatican City at 180. So let's go to Vancouver. We can fortify over in that citadel and explore with our privateer. Fortify. Grumpy Pulled Man wants to see if he can get Russia into a war with India or Germany. I think the easier scenario would be to go and sign a defensive pact with Germany and India and then bait the Russians into declaring war on us. Because we know that the Russians are itching to attack someone. They're currently at war with Germany. Well, they've denounced Rome and Germany, and they've got a bunch of troops rampaging around. I'm not sure where they're headed. Maybe they made peace recently. I haven't been paying enough attention to these pop-ups. Alright, so Harold here, who has denounced me, keeps on offering me these little tidbits. He's claiming that Gandhi is plotting against me. Meanwhile, Gandhi has made a declaration of friendship with us. He wants open borders. How about if we tossed a defensive pact in there? And maybe if I sold you some horses. Alright, so meanwhile, Gandhi's made a declaration of friendship and is willing to go for a defensive pact. So I'm not really sure what to make of this, but we'll sign that defensive pact. We'll sign a defensive pact with Germany, and then we'll see how diplomacy evolves with Russia. A great artist has been born in Beijing. Let's go and make ourselves a great work. And we don't need the triplane. Let's go and queue up a series of culture generating buildings. And assign delegates. So we did sell votes to, was it Germany, to vote for the World's Fair, and the rest we can go and assign to historical landmarks. We do have quite a large number of great person improvements, so the extra culture there will be very welcome, and yeah, we'll make Gandhi happy by voting for the World's Fair. Commit those delegates. Catherine has completed Christo Redentor, and that's, where is that? That's over at Plastics. So she's already at Plastics. Since I'm not on the war footing, I should head over to Plastics as soon as possible. But I do want to pick up railways here. What are my textiles looking like? 35 and 133. Alright, we definitely need to reposition these guys. My last successful textile was from Denmark, but then I think we hit tech parity. Well, let's check out Rome. And I don't think we're going to get anything much better than 35 turns, but 35 is a little outrageous, maybe especially on quick speed. Let's head over to Berlin, I suppose. Alright, let's check out Berlin. And we can fortify right here. Put in a lumber mill. Heal. Explore. Oh yeah, we have open borders with India too. That's interesting. Well, these guys will get ready to work on that railway. Sleep. We're still headed over to railway. And this Gatling gun. Drop them over here. Alright, let's see about forming our Axis of Freedom.
Vorwärts.
Axis of Freedom, Comrades in Freedom. I think I have some of my ideological adjectives mixed up here, but it works. Works for me. Alright, Defensive Pact, propose. Excellent. This is how world wars start. Catherine launched a sneak attack on Delhi.
मैं आपकी शांति की काम
Share intrigue with Gandhi. So it looks like we're going to get pulled into a war if Catherine... Alright, Catherine is probably plotting a sneak attack against us as well. She's going for all of the freedom civs. Okay, she's just... Wait, this is Gandhi? That's planning to attack Rome, and Gandhi is constructing the Statue of Liberty. Right, the borders of Shanghai have grown, and we've completed kindred spirits. Alright, that's fine, that's all fine.
मेरे दोस्त क्या इस इंतजाम में आपकी दिलचस्पी है
We can renew the citrus deal. Since we're using version 5, Bondex wants us to go and pick up land ships, since they are exceedingly powerful under this version of the mod. We could definitely do that, use land ships against Russia. Why don't we see what the chat has to say about that and the viewers over on YouTube. Should we go for economic and science infrastructure, or should we take a small detour, pick up combustion? We've got the oil for it, and turn out a whole bunch of land ships and see what kind of fun we can have in Russia. Either is fine with me. Bucharest recognizes our great writer. We've got another pile of gold which we can use on a city-state here. Let's toss some gold over at Cape Town. Adopt a policy. We can grab the Silk Road. Let's do that. So right now we're making 129 gold per turn. This will boost all of our foreign trade routes, of which most of ours are. That kicks us up to 169 gold per turn. Definitely welcome. Got dynamite. Now an ally of Cape Town. Exil has grown. Great writer. May as well go and... Do I want a political treatise? Yes I do. Shave a bunch of turns, 5 turns, off of our next policy. And what should we propose here? We could go for world ideology freedom, make our allies happy, and crush everyone else under some more substantial ideological pressure. And we need... that's right, the World's Fair. We should try to get over to at least groundbreaking for the free social policy. So definitely want to keep the World's Fair up in all of our cities. Why not? We don't want to miss out on the free policy. Now for World's Fair, to get bronze we need how much? Alright, well we'll probably find out next turn. That's all done. Our workers can start on the railway soon. Lumber mill. And let's go stand on this hill and just fortify ourselves there. Fortify. And next turn. So Harold's denouncing us here, or at least generally insulting us. He's already denounced us. After sharing all of that valuable intrigue with us. Meanwhile, Gandhi's happy that we voted his way. And we've got several votes to go for landships and not head straight for plastics. So, that's, unless there are some objections, that's probably what we're going to do. We'll queue that up right now, but this will be the last turn for today's stream. Of course, I'll be back again tomorrow at this at my regular streaming time. And we'll see just how powerful land ships can be. Railways in 2. And our neighbor here is going to be Russia, so we're not going. That's going to be our last turn of random fog busting with the Navy. We'll send them back to our Russian borders, or at least to protect our trade routes, starting next turn. All right, let's have a quick look at the World's Fair. So far, it's 30% completed. We've contributed 326, which is all we needed for bronze. So we can switch everyone off of the World's Fair now, where it's extremely unlikely, especially since we're lowest on manufactured goods, that we're actually going to win the World's Fair. So that's enough World's Fair for now. Let's cancel all of that off. I do want to confirm that we've actually contributed enough. Our civilization has contributed 326, and we only need 234. So yeah, we're done with the World's Fair. We over-contributed just a little, but that's fine. If I wanted to micro it, I would have checked exactly how much we needed and how much we were producing. But it's fine. Alright. So that's it for today's stream. Hope to see some of you tomorrow. And I will wish you an excellent day. Alright. See you later.